Hello everyone, my name is Professor Gant and I will be your instructor for this particular course, Pre-Calculus Math 1303 at University of Dallas. This particular recording was recorded in fall of 2015, but this video is applicable to other semesters that I teach this course unless there are major changes, and that would include a platform change with MyMathLab. Well, the purpose of this video is to get you familiar with the environment inside of MyMathLab. In particular, what I want to do is show you where your required assignments would be, as well as some of the features in MyMathLab that you can leverage to be able to grasp material a little bit quicker. So first, as you can see, once you actually initially register and you get into the MyMathLab site, put in your username, login, and click on our particular course, you will appear at this particular page. So the student registration form that I sent to you with your syllabus, that gives you instructions on how to get to that point, or to get to this point here. So from this point, if you notice, I am at the tab Course Home here. And this particular one, manage courses, student solution manual, skills, all the stuff that you see here, this is stuff that you won't be able to see when you open this up, but I have it here and I'm able to access that. So if you notice, we have Course Home, homework, quizzes and tests, study plan, grade book, author and action videos, guided lecture notes, chapter contents, tools for success, multimedia library, discussions, and course tools. Out of these, the main ones that we want to focus on is homework, quizzes and tests, your grade book, authors in action, and the multimedia library. So the number one thing you'll probably be doing once you log into here is either looking at videos and or the textbook so that you can refresh yourself on topics before trying to do your homework or quizzes, and actually doing the homework. So I'm going to start off with the homework. So if we go here, you'll see that we have our homework listed. And I have the option where everything shows up all in one page. Okay, so if we go to show all, if you notice that the homework list got shorter, but we can go to view all one page and we can see everything from beginning to end. Okay. Since we're on the homework page, I also want to show you that with quizzes and tests, that we could get to that by either clicking here, or we can just go straight to here. And you'll see that you'll have your test reviews and your Unit 3 test there. We will be taking Unit 1 and Unit 2 test in class. Your Unit 3 test will be done online, as you see here. And if you see, you have one attempt to do that. So going back to the show all, and we'll go back to the beginning here. You'll notice that we have a bunch of homework followed by a test review. And then we have more homework followed by another test review. And so that's pretty much how this is going to go. The study plan is an area where if you have done homework problems, but you want to get more practice, but don't want to necessarily touch your homework, you can go there. And so to get to the actual homework problems, you can go to view all chapters, and then from here, these thumbtacks here are saying that what we need to work on. Okay, so this one means what we need to work on next. This is just objectives that we need to study. So if we click on show what I need to study, I haven't taken a test or quiz here, but if I did, I would see information here. So if you're interested in using the study plan to get extra help, you can do that. Kind of give you an idea what it looks like. This drills down to the objective. And so you see for this foundations chapter, we have 4 items or 4 objectives that we need to work on. And if we click on these, it will go to a homework problem or problems that look very similar to your homework. And I'll go back to the homework part here once I'm done going through all the list here to show you what the homework problems look like and what features you have at your disposal. So let's go ahead and get out of here. The author and action videos are just videos, lecture videos that the author has put together. I highly recommend that you look at these. Throughout the semester, I may be making some custom videos on my own, but I think these videos are fairly good, so you may want to check these out. For your concept check assignment, you really want to go ahead and check these out as well. Okay. So the guided lecture notes are just notes that you could use if you want to watch the videos and take notes at the same time. I will be providing lecture notes in class that are written by me as well. But if you find that you like these notes and you want to use these for your own personal study, you can do that as well. And so again, if we click on guided lecture notes, it will just take us to the separate page. And let's say we click on chapter 1, you'll see that we get a PDF file where we have some notes where we need to fill in the blank. And if you watch the videos, you'll see or you'll find out what to plug into these blanks. So your chapter contents is just breaking down everything that is in this particular learning management system by chapter. So if you notice, if I go to chapter 1, it says do your homework, take quizzes or tests, work in your study plan, and it has these other things that you can do as well. We won't focus on this too much, but I just want to let you know that this option is here for you. These sections here, notice that you can go to the multimedia e-text. That's basically the electronic textbook. You can go to videos and study plan. So there's several different ways to get to the resources that are in this particular course. If we go to Tools for Success, you can check this out if you want. It's just there. The multimedia library is another place where, if you notice, we have a multimedia textbook, we have PowerPoint presentations, we have chapter test prep videos, as well as some other videos and some other learning activities. And so all this is by chapter and section. So let's say we wanted to do chapter 1, section 1.4, and this is what we wanted to see. The online textbook, learning activities, videos, and PowerPoints. Then we will have all this stuff at our disposal, and we can just click on it and view it or read it. All right, so in a nutshell, these are the main things that you need to be familiar with and to access. I want to go back now to the homework tab. I'm going to go to the homework tab so that we can actually open up a homework problem. Oh, I'm sorry. There was one other thing I forgot here. I want to go to your grade book. So your grade book, as you can see, there is a homework assignment that's already done here. And so this homework assignment, we can review it if we click on this. And we'll see how many we've done. So you see I did one question, got it right, did another question, got it wrong. And so we'll look at the homework here in detail in just a second. But the point of this is to show you that you know what your grade is, you know how much time you spent, you know what date you worked, and you can look at how much you've done the past 2 weeks, the past month, or the entire course. So saying all this to say that as far as your homework assignments and what your grades are, you will know what your homework average will be in the course just by looking here. If you want to get an overall average, you can go show overall score. And if you notice, this is for your homework. So right now, of course, I've done one problem, got it right. So my homework average is a 10%. So that's how you can figure out your homework average score in this particular course. All right, so let's go to the homework, and let's go to F1, and so we'll go to question number 3. So for question 3, you can see this is one where it's a multiple choice, and we can pick that. If you notice here, I have the Help Me Solve This tab here. We go to question 4, I have the Help Me Solve This tab as well. I'll probably add on a View an Example tab to this as well. But the Help Me Solve This tab basically does this. So let's say we go in and it's interactive. So it gives you some stuff, and then afterwards you plug in numbers. I'm just going to go ahead and get this wrong so that you can see what happens. So then it kind of carries you through the problem. Again, I'm just purposely getting this wrong so I can just show you what happens. So as you see, this is trying to give you some information, see what you can figure out. If you mess up, that's fine. You'll still be able to figure out how to do the problem. And then afterwards, one of the things I want you to notice is you see our current problem, we have the point 2, -2, and 4, 6 that we're considering. Once we close this, you see that this changes. The only difference in between the Help Me Solve This tool and the View an Example tool here is that with the View an Example, it's static. So instead of filling in stuff, you just say View an Example, you can view it, close, and you see that the problem does not change. Okay? So again, Help Me Solve This, View an Example. Yeah, okay, it's already there. So for whatever reason, I thought it wasn't, but it is. So Help Me Solve This, View an Example. And then, of course, if none of this helps you, you can always ask the instructor, and that would be me. So if you're like, please help me, of course, you can always email me. When you email me, what's going to happen is I'm going to get an email with a link to this specific problem and whatever it is that you're asking. Although I do like for you to just say, please help me do this problem, I would appreciate it if your questions were a bit more specific. So what do I mean? Instead of saying, all right, I don't know how to do this problem, help me, say I was doing this problem and I don't understand how I went from this step to this step, or why I got it wrong at this stage of doing the work. So that way I'll know exactly what your issues are, and I'll be able to help you out better, and the learning will occur a bit faster. Okay. All right. And so with that, you'll see that once we're done here, go ahead and slide this down a bit, or slide this up some. As we answer problems, we can just keep on going here. Slide this down just a bit. So if you notice here down at the bottom that once we answer something or don't answer something or whatever, we have save. Now, if you go to these questions and let's say you answer something, let's say I pick this. I'm not sure if that's the answer or not, but I'm going to pick it. Check answer, we say that that's wrong. Do that, we continue. I can just go to the next question. And you'll see it'll save what I've done and go ahead and move on to the next question there. Okay? So you don't have to worry about saving and going back and clicking on another problem here every time. Okay? So you can just go from this and move on to the next, and it'll save what you've done. So with this concludes the tour of MyMathLab and the resources and tools that are available to you. Of course, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Thank you very much for paying attention to this video.